Hello and welcome back to another episode of Ohio Richlands. So we've just sold the eggs for around $11,000 in total. There is quite a few jobs to get done today. I've cut that a bit fine again, haven't I? Oh, we're through. So we should have a few fabric pallets, or not yet. Why is there no fabric pallets actually? Let's have a quick check on that. There should be some there. I would have thought there would be some now. Unless we've moved them and just forgotten. Oh well. Well, we have plenty of clothes. Well, no, we have one pallet of clothes and we have one almost made. Got a couple of pallets of flour already. We need to move some stuff down here, and we need to go back up to the yard. We need to put in quite a lot of hay for the Angus cows because they need about 70-ish thousand litres of hay. The chickens need some more feed. We've just sold all the eggs. We need to sell all that pallets from the potato factory as well. Butter down to the potato factory, and any bread as well into the potato factory to keep that production going, because it seems to be very worthwhile. Right, we'll leave that there. I'm not sure how much there actually is in total. It says another 1,100 litres, so 5 pallets in total. The only place we can sell them is actually the farmer's market, just where we've sold the eggs now, so that's the only place we can put them. So we'll go and get them sold now. I'm just debating whether or not to sell the clothes as well just now. We'll just stick to these ones first and come back later for the clothes if we need. Obviously we're thinking about getting that field today. There is one contract for barley which I may do. I'm just not decided on it yet because obviously we still have field 13 down beside the shop here. That needs the straw bales picked up. That was baled kind of earlier this morning. And we also left the tractor, the 7R and the baler hooked up ready to go on field 17 beside where the Angus cows are. That has the straw swath after the wheat harvest, but we haven't actually baled it up, so that needs to be done. Then we need to go down with the telehandler, pick up all of that bales and get them stored. I don't think we actually need all of them. Well, $7,800 for that too, and we've got at least 3 more. That looks like 4. There was only 1,100 and it would take 1,400 litres for 2 700 litre pallets. Nope, there's 3. Looked like there was 4 there. Right, we're going to get on with this. We're going to go and cut our grass field, but first we need to get that straw picked up and taken back up to the yard with the trailer. So we're going to take the forklift over after this, get that loaded up back to the yard, then do our grass field, get it baled, and see what it is for today.
In a valley green where the rivers wind, a family of farmers with hearts so kind gather round the firelight warm and bright to celebrate the harvest night. There's Mr. Seeley Pete, a legend bold, with tales of fields and stories told. DJ Gohound's beats keep spirits high, alive and dancing beneath the sky. We all play farms and day and night, together in the fields everything feels right, with laughter, stories and dreams to share, in this family of farmers beyond compare. Farmer cops so relaxed and free, laughs echoing through the trees. Virtual farmer dives deep, so wise. In realistic farming he finds his prize. farms and Guy spins tales so grand, with RT gaming his far-off friend. Joe's brews potion superpowers in a jar. Oh, Matana builds homes, our guiding star. We all play farms and day and night. Together in the fields, everything feels right. With laughter, stories, and dreams to share. In this family of farmers beyond compare. Kermit, like the young father, stands so tall, guiding us through it all. With gals and guys from near and far, underneath the same bright star. As the moon climbs high, the night grows deep.
Well, we've got the animals fed. We just need to cultivate that field, but we did forget yesterday to get another 10 Angus cows, so we are going to go and do that just now, because they haven't had new calves, because we did read about this gestation periods. It does take a while. I didn't read up about Angus cows, it was the dairy cows, because I was trying to figure out what was wrong with the barn. But let's get 10 of them, so $3,500. We've now got 200, so another 4 months to go. I should think we should be able to start selling at 24 months the first set of 10 we bought, and then they'll start reproducing from there, I think. I was more worried about the dairy cows because there was nothing happening with them. We can check the menu actually, because it only tells you here 18 months. Older than 18 months can reproduce. I was reading somewhere online that there's a 6 to 8 month gestation period, which is, like here, it's reproduction is at 70% because they're ready to sell, but I'm going to hold off for another couple of months. Then they should produce calves at around 26 or 27 months, where that reproduction should reach 70%. The younger one, it's 18 months. Now they're ready to reproduce. Now they're going to start that cycle. That's why the bar is at reproduction at 10%. And the younger ones just says puberty 16%. So they are growing from a calf into an 18-month-old cow that can then reproduce. So I think I've got that sussed out. So it should be the same here. So they're 17 months. They're just a month away from being ready to reproduce. So they're still in the puberty at 94%. And if we get this one, 21 months, the reproduction is 40%, but our oldest ones, where is it? $2,500, 20 months? Yeah, that would be right. So their reproduction is at 30%. Wait, that one was higher. Oh, 21 months, that's all right. So I'm not sure how old they would need to be. That seems still quite low for 21 months. We should be up to about 70%. The beef cattle maybe takes longer. And we'll have to go and have a look into that. But for now, we need to go and cultivate that fields. I don't know why I was going up there. Get our two, what was wheat fields, now cultivated ready. In fact, we need to check. See if it needs ploughed, because I don't think it's been done in quite a while. Where are we? This one. No, they don't. Perfect. The one up here does. We actually purchased this, so the grass in there is ready to harvest, but as you can see, it needs ploughed. There is no fertilizer on it at all, and it'll probably need lime and rolling. Or not, it's been rolled, but nothing else has been done with it. So yeah, we have purchased that little bit of land. $115,113. So we just went for it and bought it. Obviously we've just bought that 10 Angus cows just now. We are looking into getting the shed put up fairly soon, but what I want to do after I've cultivated these two wheat fields is we're going to go up and cut the grass with a mower, get it baled up and leave the bales there. Then we can see about getting the concrete pad down and getting the shed up, so we can put the grass bales into there, and that will be the first ones for the sheep once we get the pen sorted out, which I think maybe a couple of months, because we're going to wait until that dairy cows are about 27 months old. Then we can get them sold for, let's just check, it should be $1,500. Yeah, so that's their max price reached now at $1,500 at 24 months. You could sell them now for profit, or if we hold on to them for a few months, not only do we still get milk from them, but the value doesn't increase or go down, but we should get calves in another couple of months, 2 to 3 months I think. We should get calves from them, so we should get 20, that'll fill the barn, then we can sell this lot, and then our next ones to come up is this 18 months. Wait till they're about 26, 27 months, then sell them once their calves are there, so we've still got a full barn. And obviously these are going to take a while because I waited a bit too long to do it, but nevertheless we're 3 months ahead for the next ones. Right, we're going to get this fields cultivated, and then we'll go up and see our new section of land later on. So we'll see you in just a bit. Well, we're up here on field number 19, or at least it's number 19 when you're in the menu for buying the fields. It doesn't actually have a number on it like the other fields do just now. It's really awkward getting these bits. I'm not too fussed about getting it all. It is ready to harvest in the second stage of growth, which is perfect. We're just cutting it out because it's just bonus grass for the sheep when they go in here. And we do need to cut it anyway because we have a little bit going down. I think it's maybe going to be in this back corner. I haven't actually sussed out where I'm putting it yet. I just know exactly where the sheep pens are going because they only fit one way when you're putting 2 of the pens in. I don't know if there's an entrance down here. If there is, that's an added bonus, but it doesn't look like it. No. It's an awkward corner to do anyway, so I might actually put the shed down here because I'm going to hit that fence. Yep. Yeah, this corner is going to be too awkward to actually keep as a grass patch. Yeah, we're just going to do what we can here and collect the grass. We've got the baler up here hooked up to the 7R ready to go. In fact, we're just going to go around it quickly. There's no point messing about with it for all the extra grass we're going to get from doing all the corners and getting it all neat and tidy. It's not really worthwhile. But we've got the sheep pen. There's going to be one along this right hand side here, along that back fence, and then there's going to be another one along to this fence against the road. And we are left with a patch in the middle where we can get through with the tractors and equipment and anything else we need. And then down the back there where we just were in that little bit there, we're going to put a shed, possibly an extra shed as well later, but it's not urgent for the second shed. We just need the main one for a start so that we can put our little tractor that we bought not long ago for $10,000. That's going to go up in there. We do need to get a front loader for it for moving the grass bales around because it's going to be set up here permanently to save us moving machines up and down here every other day when we need it. But we are going to possibly need a car at some point as well, or a Jeep, to get us up here when we need to do the sheep or late at nights for checking on them or whatever else we need to do. And we've kind of gotten away with it just now because we haven't had anything this far away from our main farm. So it's not really bothered us much, but now we need to start looking for a small Jeep or car to come up here with. I'm thinking some sort of pickup would be better because there is one in the store. It's not on sale, which is, I mean, we don't really have the money for it right now. I'd rather get the money together to get a sheep pen in so that we can start with the sheep. But there is one that holds a fuel tank on the back, and you know the hassle we've had with the past 2 harvests when we've had the combine out? We've ran out of diesel twice. Well, we ran out once. The other time was just a top up because it was very low. I think there was about 40 litres left of diesel, so it would be an advantage at that kind of time as well, having that pickup with the extra fuel cell on the back. But with 2 sheep pens in here, we're going to have enough room for 600 sheep in total. And that's just here. We also have room for the 300 in our big pen back at the main yard. I can't remember how much the little one holds. But yeah, almost 1,000 sheep on site in total between the main farm and here. So that is quite a big thing to keep going, especially with the amount of grass they'll go through when we get them fully occupied. But for today's job, we're going to get this grass baled up, put off to the side. We're going to get the bottom of this field sorted out, ready for the concrete pad going in tomorrow. The shed should hopefully be going up the day after, which would be the second day in next month. And hopefully there is a couple more contracts come through for fertilising or anything like that, because we kind of need it now. We're down to $20,000 in the bank after buying this field. We still need $51,000 for the pen itself, and I can't actually remember how much the sheep cost, but we're going to need money for that as well. I don't know if we're going to bulk buy all of the lambs at once, or at least half the pen, I don't know, or if we're going to do it like we did with the Angus cows and build up every month. We'll buy maybe 20 sheep, so that when we get to the period where they are producing the lambs again, the reproduction, we're selling 20 every month, and it's constant income from both pens and the one down at our yard. But let's get on with this, and we'll see if any contracts come through later on today. Well, it's now the 1st of August, so the start of another month. We're going to buy another 10 Angus cows. So $3,500 for them. That means we now have 210. Another 3 months, which kind of works out right. I did a little bit of calculations. It's not these ones, 2,600, 2,700, there we go. They're 22 months old. So when we get another 2 months ahead, these will be 24 months old. And if I've worked it out right with the amount they increase every month in price, these lot at 22 months, when they're 24 months, should be $3,000, which is the maximum price you get. So that leaves us 10 extra that we can get, because we'll have 230 by that point. It should work out okay, but we've got that 10 this morning. We've also spent $10,060-ish on that new shed that is now going to be built this morning. We did move bales out of the way and kind of made a little path for them in. So they'll get to that shed today at some point, and we can, if we need, we can take grass bales from here because we have quite a big amount there. And obviously we've got these for the Angus cows. The 2 grass fields as well, they'll be cut, they'll be mixed between grass and hay. And the second cut, depending on how much sheep we've got, will probably all be hay for the Angus cows. But for this morning, a contract has come through. So we'll take a quick look at that. $50,675. Obviously there's a $3,300 deduction, which is actually surprisingly low for the contract price. But it's potatoes in field 24, which is right here. It's actually right beside our new field. So we can kind of see the progress as we go through the day of what's been done. I'm debating whether or not to take it on. It's ideal because that is the amount. We just need $1,000 extra on top of that. Well, mine is $3,000, so we're going to need about $4,000 on top of that contract price for the sheep pen. So it's very tempting. We did overnight, we need to actually sell chickens, I believe. Because that's them the next month, and they're 25 months now, and it's still $1,500, so they're at their maximum price. We just need to wait another month, or 2 months should I say, and we should get calves from these guys. Hoping. They're okay for feed. There's none at a decent price yet. Same with this pen, $525 is the best price. And we need to do something about the wool as well. Oh, we've actually got 30 this month. No, 60. Is there any more? Nope. So we've got another 60 sheep in that pen today. None in here, but we need to get rid of some chickens. So we'll probably get rid of that 17 months. And the 12 months. Maybe we can do that later on though. Yeah. We did also spend $9,500 on the front loader for the 6300, which is up at the new sheep pen area. $600 on a bale spike, $1,200 on a weight, and $600 again for the floodlight attachment, which is actually this thing here. That's what they are, and that's, I think that's from the 8R actually. We'll need to hook that back up because it's still hooked up to the mowers. But we could actually fertilise, we can check just now. Fertilise our grass fields. We actually started cultivating field 13 and we kind of lost track of time and couldn't get back to it. It's saying ready to harvest, but there is another stage, and we know that it does say ready to harvest. We can actually fertilise it. It does. It needs to be fertilised again, so we can do that first. That's one of the first jobs. Do you know what? Let's just do it. We'll go and take on that contract, but we will borrow the equipment because we don't have the potato harvester. Let's borrow that items. We'll send a worker up with that later on, but for now we're going to put down some fertiliser on our grass fields because it should only be the first stage of growth, and next month or the month after, yeah, there's only the first stage. So the month after is when they get to the second stage of growth, which we can then harvest. Right, what are we doing first? We'll need the 8R. In fact, have we got any liquid? I can't remember if we bought liquid fertilizer or not. What's in here? It's empty, right. And we don't have any fertilizer. How much have we got in here? 700 litres. Yeah, that's not going to go far. Right, we'll go and grab some fertilizer, get it on one of these tractors, or the 7Rs here, and get that fields fertilised. Then we can go and start the potato. Hopefully we can catch up with him. He'll get started just ahead of us. But let's get going for today. Well, there's still about 3,000 litres in the potato harvester, but we're just going to sell everything here because this is the better price and the contract has completed. We did get 1,800 from what was left, so another 37,925 litres going in here. See how much that is going to get us. We did notice something in the sale, and by the looks of it, we're going to be able to afford it. Well, we will anyway, because we still need to complete the contract. But $5,325 for that. So let's go complete the contract first, and then we'll see what's in the sale, because I think it might be a bit of a bonus for us. So field 24, $50,675, minus only $3,378 for the equipment. Now, we did only use the harvester. The tractor and trailer that we rented as well, didn't rent, but that came with lease cost was still parked in the yard. So $47,296 in total. There is 2 more potato contracts came up. I am actually thinking, now we've completed it, because they were both going to the farm shop and so was the one we just did. We didn't want them to kind of overlap with each other. Although field 26 would be a good one to do. This one is actually not a bad size field. I think we could get this done by sort of 9, 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe before that actually. So it's going to boost the bank as well a little bit just now. It's only a $1,800 lease. If that's still there in the morning, I think we're going to go and do that as well. But let's click on field 12. We'll borrow that items so we can make a start on that contract. But for now, the store. We've got $63,485 in the bank. Oh, something else has popped up too. We don't need that though. This is what we were looking at for moving about the wool pallets, because obviously the spinnery isn't going to take everything in one go. Especially when we get both sheep pens up and running and full of sheep, there's going to be so much wool that we are not going to be able to cope with it. And we are just going to have to sell straight wool, because we don't want this series to just be getting lots of sheep, making so much wool that we have to buy another 5 or 6 spinneries and another 4 tailor shops and just make clothes all year round. That's not what we want to do. The sheep, there's money in the sheep by selling just the sheep. The wool is just a byproduct that's a bonus, and all we need is enough to keep the productions going. We may, depending, we'll see at a later date, but for just now, we're thinking about another tailor shop. But I'm very undecided on that just now. But this would be a perfect addition to the farm, just to have the wool pallets to be able to store them dry, basically. Because we've got a place at our main yard, but the new field we just bought, we don't want to really pile up, because we need a stockpile of grass, you see. That's the next thing. When the shed is built, haven't really got a clip of that yet, but we'll do that sort of later today, or we could do it first thing in the morning actually. So it's in daylight so you can see it. And we need to move the bales in there in case it rains as well. But we could have this sitting up at that place with the sheep pens. It's just an extra bit of storage for wool, and it means also, as we collect the wool every day and put it into this trailer, once it's full, it's ready to hook on with the Mack truck we've got and take it straight to the sell point if we need to sell it. So I think this is going to be a good addition. It's about 50 something, double check, 52% off, only 13,900. This is another reason I've taken on that other potato contract, because we need 51,000 for the sheep pen, which we actually need to go and put in the morning and buy some sheep for it. I can't remember how much the sheep are, but we'll find out in the morning. But this is almost $14,000, so we're not going to have enough to do both. We're going to be a couple $1,000s short. So we're going to get this, do the other contract, then get the sheep pen done in the morning. And hopefully once that contract's complete as well, we're going to buy some sheep and get them straight in there. So we're going to go buy this, set it out the way we want it. It doesn't need to be too fancy. And we'll see you in a little bit for the rest of this next potato contract.
Builds homes, our guiding star. We all play farms and day and night, Together in the fields, everything feels right. With laughter, stories, and dreams to share. In this family of farmers beyond compare.
Well, that is us just finished this contract now. Just coming up for 7:30 in the morning. The rain is due later on today, I think about 11 o'clock, so plenty of time. There is still that other contract. I don't think I'm going to do it though. I just don't think there's enough time. But that is us done now. 35,461 litres. There is still one little strip there, but I don't really think it is worth doing. But let's have a quick check. So it is completed already. So anything... Wait, we could take this to a different sell point. Hang on a second. If it's completed, then the potatoes is all ours. So farm shop's 141, 147. I can't do anything with that yet. So closest one's farmer wholesale, 143. Extra $2 per 1,000 litres. Probably not much, but it's just there, so we'd be as well sell it there. Once we've done that, we can nip back to the yard. I think we need to, in fact we need to take the telehandler down to this production area down here. We had to stop the potato factory. We've run out of bread, so we need to move some bread over to keep that going. There should be a couple pallets there. I haven't actually checked at all through the night. So we need to go have a quick check of that, make sure everything's running as it should. It's just the potato factory that was stopped, but we should have a couple pallets sitting out for us. There is 4. I don't know how much there is in total. But let's drop this off, see how much we get, and get the contract completed. So 35,461 litres of potatoes. Should sell relatively quickly compared to the strawberries and the lettuce anyway. So close to getting this that pen just without the contract being completed. So $5,107 of income. $27,407 for the contract minus the $1,827 lease cost, so we're left with $25,579. I would say that's pretty good. So we've got $73,814 to our name just now. Obviously the sheet pen is $51,000. We'll need to actually go up and move the bales into the shed because it was built yesterday, kind of the afternoon. But for now we need to go and put some hay into the Angus cow barn because they are getting very low once again. I was going to see if there is a good price. I think it's still a couple months. I think it's a couple months away yet. There's way too much animals here to do them 10 at a time. But it's $30,000 when you set minus the transport fee obviously, but $30,000 every month when we can sell a set of 10. That's why I did it like that. But I think this is our oldest one, 22 months old, $2,769. So we've still got a couple months to go. They're okay for feed. We've got 14,000 litres of milk. And they're okay. They could do with a bit. We need to sell some eggs or do something with them. And we definitely need to get rid of the wool. There is far too much there. For here, what were we looking at? So we could put some milk in there for butter. Although we stopped it before because we didn't actually need the butter. Yeah, we don't need. We've still got a decent. So we can top up milk there first and then put the remaining amount into the dairy. But for now, I think we're going to leave the episode there. I think there is maybe clothes pallets to do in the next episode. I can't really see if it's there. But yeah, we'll get that done in the next episode. This has been quite a long one because of the potato harvest. It takes far too long. But thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again in the next one very soon, where we'll take a look at the new field with what hopefully is a sheep pen in it as well, and we'll take a look at the shed. So we'll see you soon.